आप 66 पढ़ना चाहते हैं?
जी सर, प्लीज।
67. Let's read it without interpreting it.
I won't.
पढ़ना है, पहले पढ़ लें, फिर हम आपके आर्गुमेंट समझ सकें ना।
चलिए मैं पढ़ देता हूं।
पहले पढ़ें, फिर बताएं।
Apologize. One is, you contest election on a general seat with the support of a political party. The legal nomenclature of this, in the language of the Election Act, it means that that candidate has done two acts. They are voluntary acts. They are his choice. He has given a declaration on oath of the nominated candidate. These are the words on the top of the page in the Form A, which has been referred to many times. He gives I'll come to that, my lord, but before that I want to read 66 and 67 and then I'll explain it all. So my lord, the general seats candidate has to do two things, and with utmost respect, a lot of the focus has been on his declaration. It's not enough. Section 66 and 67 envisage a combination of two acts and documents for this nomination to be complete. That is, one, he gives a declaration that I belong to X party. If my lord will see, I know my lord has that page, then it says, or, the form gives you only two choices. It says, I belong to X and my party affiliation certificate, that is the legal language of what we call the ticket, is attached. It says it is attached, but under law and in practice it is attached later, and I'll just come to it. In addition to that, the form says, on oath he gives a declaration, I belong to X party, and my party affiliation certificate is attached. Or, if these two conditions are not satisfied by him, the only other choice for him, if he wishes to contest, is to automatically, by operation of law, not my acts, not the Election Commission's acts or any third party's acts, he becomes an independent. There is no concept of ex-party-backed candidate.
It is subsection 3 of section 67 which you are referring to.
Bilkul, my lord. There is no concept
and
of
can we
this.
read the law?
Now, this I'll substantiate by reading 66 and 67.
Sorry, you are saying there is
67 subsection 3.
You just said there is no concept of party-backed candidate.
A party-backed independent candidate. That is impossible. It's a misnomer.
पहले प्रोविजन पढ़ लेते हैं, फिर आप
बिल्कुल जी जी सर, मुझे पता है, मैं कर रहा हूँ, अब मुझे करने दे, मैंने यहाँ पे अपना लॉ अलग से रखा। Where's my statute?
आप 66 पढ़ना चाहते हैं?
जी सर, प्लीज।
67.
Let's read it without interpreting it.
I won't, my lord,
खत्म कर लें,
बिल्कुल जी। And my lord, may I have my lord's permission to also read 57 in the same
तो भी
go?
पढ़ना है, पहले पढ़ लें, फिर हम आपके आर्गुमेंट समझ सकें ना।
My lord, may I have
That's the
57?
light, not the mic.
Oh, my lord, sorry.
I thought I'll put
Thank you for
Sikandar
that
on
help.
the right track. Achha.
No pressure, my lord,
आप
today.
कौन सा पढ़ें? 57?
My lord, may I start with 57 first?
Why not? पढ़ें.
Because that, my lord, just to demonstrate, and I know my lord has said कि अच्छा चलिए मैं पढ़ देता हूँ.
पहले पढ़ें, फिर बताएं।
Apologize.
Because I can then appreciate.
I know, my lord, I've
not
noticed.
appreciate your arguments.
I know, my lord. 57, my lord. Notification of election program. On a lighter note, my lord, my copy says election programmed, which I noticed. I think it's printed as such. My lord, I will read two. Within 7 days of the announcement of under subsection 1, which is the poll date, the Commission shall, by notification in the official gazette and by publication on its website, call upon the voters of the notified assembly constituencies to elect their representatives in accordance with an election program which shall stipulate, and I will just read A, B, C, and F. The last date for making nominations which shall be the 6th day after the day of publication of the notification, or if that day is a public holiday, the next succeeding day, which is not a public holiday. The last date for publication of names of nominated candidates, which shall be the day following the last date of filing of nomination papers. The last date for scrutiny of nominations, which shall be the 8th day immediately following the last day for making nominations. And F, my lord, the last date for publication of revised list of candidates, which shall be the day following the last date for decisions. Then, my lord,
Decision of
G, the last date for withdrawal of candidature, which shall be the date following the last date of publication of revised list. And H, the date, this is crucial and most relevant, the date for allocation of symbols to contesting candidates and publication of list of contesting candidates, which shall be the day following the last date for withdrawal of candidature, or if that day is a public holiday, the next succeeding day. I won't say anything, I'll just move on to reading it. I won't give my own comments, my lord.
Sikandar, could I come to that question that I had asked earlier? That if you file the nomination paper, you file the certificate with it, there is a possibility that there are 2 or 3 candidates for the same party for that constituency? So they could all go through, and then who would get the symbol?
My lord, so, my lord, what is relevant also is
Party. All the 3 cannot contest. Regular, general seats.
general seats pe, we get candidate A, B, and C.
From one party. They
From
all-
the single party?
Yes, that's
No,
right.
my lord.
That's not
because
possible?
That's not possible
party head
because there is this other concept which I'm going to come to,
Covering
which is
candidate
Covering
No.
candidates hote hain na?
वो तो my lord withdraw हो जाते हैं.
last date.
Hey, so when,
Madam,
that's what
may I
I want to
explain?
understand.
I will
That
explain
when you
it.
file the nomination paper, they could just have one ticket, right? One person will have a ticket. How does the covering candidate come in?
यही my lord, I'll come to the punchline.
withdraw करना
My lord, नहीं जी,
नहीं, file
सर ये
कैसे?
नहीं होता. Practice में ये this is what the law is, and we're coming to the second. My lord, the election symbol, the party affiliation ticket जो है, that is only submitted at stage 7. It is never given by anyone
can I-
at stage 1.
That's what I'm
That's why
saying.
my lord's example, you can have A, B, and C from the same party.
That's right.
Then ultimately only one of them can have a common.
That's exactly the question, and the nomination
That will come
paper
at seven.
is slightly defective in the sense the nomination
Yes.
paper envisages that
Absolutely.
you have to do it at that moment, but it's happening later.
Absolutely.
Because they'll have to pinpoint one
Absolutely.
person.
And that's why I said that, my lord, it
Party
says
head does this. Party head does this.
the
Party head
क्या चीज does what, I beg your
ये
pardon.
मेरा कैंडिडेट है.
जी
क्या वो खुद फैसला कर ले?
माय लॉर्ड वो अपनी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के मुताबिक वो जो भी empowered होता है वो पार्टी affiliation ticket issue करता है. The Elections Act does not
उसी को
regulate.
update करते हैं. ठीक.
We take it as
Am I-
face value.
So
You have no
And
say.
invariably, we have no say, and invariably it's the chairman or
Am I
the
right in